You join me back at the Warlock of Firetop Mountain, and we have a choice. We can go north, east, west, or south. We just came from the west, so we're not going to do that. I'm going to continue my sort of maze finding trick of always following the left hand path, so we're going to go north. Ooh, this could be dodgy. You walk into a room. In the centre of the room is a deep pit filled with large wooden spikes. The only way to get across the chasm is to walk around the edges of the pit on either side. The passageway continues on the other side. We've got to examine everything first. You get close to the ledge of the pit and peer down below. You can see a number of bones and detachers strewn around the bottom. At the bottom. As you take a step backwards, you think you see something out of the corner of your eye. Test your luck. This is bad because in the last episode we did, I can't remember what the decision was. We made a bad decision and we lost a lot of luck. We're going to fail this because we need to get under a 3 on 2 dice. There's no way. There's no way. No. Unlucky. The dim light is playing tricks with your eyes. So unfortunately, there could have been something good there, and we also used up another point of luck by doing that. Oh man. This place is obviously having an effect on your mind. You brush off the strange feeling. Okay, we'll walk around the edge of the pit. Carefully, you walk around the edge of the pit. You're about halfway across when you hear the sound of heavy stonework grinding together. All of a sudden, the block you are standing on lifts upwards with great speed. As you hurtle upwards, you hear a metallic noise and see a large spike descending from the roof. You slam into the spike before falling towards the pit. Oh, wow, 8 stamina. Flailing, you don't fall into the pit, but more like onto the pit. It was an illusion all along, and you find yourself on a hard surface, which must be some kind of invisible barrier. You roll off and onto the area on the other side. You can now either go whence you came, you continue or go whence you came. Just carry on. This is where I wanted to go. We'll keep on going north until we find something else. Sharp turn, let's go. Okay, the corridor abruptly ends and you find yourself facing a large wooden door carved into the face of a vicious looking demon. There's 2 large red dots painted in blood on the surface. Ooh, okay, so last time, just at the end, we picked up a skull that had 1 dot on it. So I reckon if this has 2 large red dots painted on the surface, I wonder if we need to get more dots on our skull. Okay, here we go. So the door looks quite sturdy, but you could break it down if you were strong enough. There may be some other way of opening it though. Hold up the bull amulet, or hold up this human skull with 2 dots painted on it. So the game kind of gives you these hints that we know what we need to do it. Okay, but we'll keep on going because we don't have either of those things. We need to get more dots. So we're going to go back. We're going to go south. And this time we're going to go east. Sharp turn, go south. We're going to keep going east whenever we get a chance, and then north if we get the chance. I'm going to go north. It's very maze-like. Cross junction, we're going to go north. T-junction, we're going to go west. Okay. Oh, the corridor abruptly ends. You find yourself facing a wooden door carved into the face of a vicious-looking demon. So the same door has 6 large red dots on the surface. And it looks like it... I don't know whether those rooms are connected. No, okay. So we're going to go east, and we'll keep on going east for now. We need to find some way of getting the dots painted on the door here. Okay, so we're going to have to... We've examined all these things, so we're going to have to go south this time. Okay. Another room. Okay, you step into a cozy looking room. The centre is a wooden rectangular table with 3 figures seated around it. There's also a large wooden dresser to your right and a sideboard to your left. At the far end of the room is a large painting that depicts a window, complete with curtains and a green lawn beyond. One of the seated figures appears to be telling a story. It looks up at you, beckoning you over to sit in a chair. For some strange reason you feel a compulsion to join these characters at the table. You walk over and take a seat. You enter a room with 5 wizards standing around a glowing yellow orb performing arcane rituals, the storyteller says. They're playing D&D! There is a small round table with assorted bottles on it, a set of stone steps leading to a sinister darkness, and a large chasm in the far corner. Something deep in the chasm is causing it to glow. What do you do? I cast a grease spell on the steps, one of the figures shouts enthusiastically. You haven't got any grease spells left, stop trying to cast grease. Now what will you do? You can examine the table, climb the stairs, investigate the chasm, or leave the room. Let's investigate the chasm. Oh, I know. I investigate the chasm, one of the figures shouts. You find yourselves walking towards the chasm at the far end of the room, the storyteller says. An earthly light shines from somewhere deep within the trench. You notice that the floor is uneven around the rim. What will you do? Sure, let's step closer, see what's causing the light. Two of the figures shout, "Examine the light!" clearly excited by the outcome. You take a step closer to see what is causing the light below, the storyteller says once more. As you creep closer to the edge, you stumble on uneven ground. With your balance lost, you pitch towards the luminous chasm. Loose stones scatter beneath you, offering no purchase. Hearing them clatter down to the depths sends fear shooting through your body. Alarmed, you scramble for safety with flailing limbs, but there is none to be found. At least your curiosity is sated as you fall towards the light. One of the glowing crystals pierces your heart. The figures around the table laugh at you, and grimly you realise that this game has real-life consequences. As you lose consciousness, you can't help but feel that this was the most embarrassing way for your life to end. Your adventure ends here! They killed me! If you die in the game, you die in real life. Oh, your adventure ends here. Oh dear, it looks like the mountain has claimed yet another victim. Would you like to use a resurrection stone and return Alexander of Blacksand to the last resting bench you encountered? Yes. We continue on until I run out of resurrection stones. With a deep breath, you follow the steps and climb upwards. Soon enough, you reach the top of the stairs and find a solid oak door. It seems heavy and secure, yet to your surprise, the door is unlocked. Okay, so yes, player, you've done well to bring Zagor Blacksand this far. As such, I shall reward you. If you perish in the second level of the maze, you shall return here. Before I leave, I have one more gift for you. That's 10 So yeah, we read this. So we basically returned to the maze as they said. Okay, into the room. So we can speak to the man again. This is what we basically did right at the end of the last episode. So the last kind of 8 minutes we've been playing, erase that from your memory. We're doing it all again. Okay. So last time we talked pleasantly, and he was kind of annoyed. Let's demandingly answer questions about the strange place. He shrieks and hides behind his desk. He is terrified of your aggressive manner. His squeaky little voice explains that he is the maze master in charge of the maze of Zagor. You talk to him and reassure him that you mean no harm, and he eventually comes out from behind the desk. He sits down. As his confidence returns, a strange thing happens. His manner becomes firm and self-assured. He refers to a book, points his finger, and the book slips from the shelf and floats onto the desk in front of him. You deduce that he is a wizard of some power. You ask him the way out of the maze. The ending to your story is still to be decided, adventurer. There are many choices ahead. He says, thus you must find the one scroll known as the 400 and bring it to me. Only then is your fate decided. Suddenly the door opens. Just as you're about to enter, he runs over to you and hands you a human skull with a large red dot that looks like blood in the centre of the forehead. You look at him quizzically. Trust me, you'll need this, he says, and beckons you to enter the doorway. Leave the room. Okay, so this is where we started the episode, like 9 minutes ago. Okay, I'm going to reverse my decisions. I'm going to go south. You enter a small room that has corridors leading off from it in all directions. Sitting cross-legged in the middle of the chamber is a strange-looking character, dressed as a fool, but in a darker-styled version of a fool's costume. They stare at you and ask with a permanent grin covering their face. Welcome to the heart of the maze. I am but a simple fool. They introduce themselves simply. You cautiously ask the fool what they are doing here. Mathos is my name, as you can see. To learn more from me, I'll need gold times 3. 3 gold pieces, sure. 3 gold pieces, boo, penny pincher, money grabber, cheapskate. Their mood instantly changes as they snatch the coins from your hand with a laugh. I'll take it anyway. So at least 3 gold pieces. I hear the mighty Zagor has a chest of wonders that requires many keys to open. These keys are wily and wander around Firetop Mountain of their own. I hear that orcs regularly find them in their disgusting broth. I even heard that one orc lost a few teeth from biting one. Somehow he looks even uglier now. How does that even happen? They pause and lean closer to you. Did you find anything interesting in the maze so far? I'll show him the skull. The fool stares at you from a cold, lifeless mask. Ooh, a skull. We're the best of friends. You want out of this maze, don't you? Well, give me that skull you have. There is an insidious cackle from behind the mask. You trust Mathos, don't you? No, I don't. You flat out refuse to hand the skull to Mathos. The fool is clearly insane. Who knows what they might do, or if they even give it back. Of course, the other option. See, I was thinking he was saying, give me the skull. I was like, well, no, I need it. But he might have taken it, painted a dot on it maybe, and gave it back, because we know that we need more dots on the skull. That might have been a bad decision. Suit yourself. Haha. Mathos seems to know exactly what you're thinking. They return back to their seated position and start to sing a tune, ignoring you entirely. You decide to press on through the strange and surreal maze-like landscape. Whew, I think I might have made a mistake. Oh, let's keep going in a straight line then. We'll keep going south. Oh, okay. 3 dots. We can't do that one. Go back. So we know that we just need one more dot. I'm wondering whether he would have painted a dot on the thing. Could have been bad. Okay, let's just keep on going. Let's go east here. Is this where I came through before? I think it is. Do I want to go and play D&D again? Oh no, I am not in a different place. Oh, here we go. So walls loom out of the darkness and you follow the pathway. Halfway along there is a large wooden door set into one of the wall sections. The door has been carved into the face of a vicious looking demon which grins manically at you. There's a large red dot painted in blood. So we should be able to get through this one if I'm thinking right. The door looks quite sturdy, but you could break it down if you're strong enough. It may be some other way of opening it though. So let's... yeah, so the skull lets us through. Holding up the skull to the door, it begins to glow an unearthly green colour. The door also begins glowing and the wood creaks and the face on the door begins to distort. In the burst of energy the wood splinters and you take cover as the wood scatters across the room. The skull you were holding then crumbles to dust in your hand. Oh. You walk through the entrance... excuse me. You walk through the entrance into a small room. In the far corner is a table, and resting on top is another human skull. This one has 4 dots on its forehead. You have a strong feeling you'll be needing this, so stash it in your backpack. You decide to leave the small room and go back to the main room. Okay. Well, let's keep on going east then. 5 dots, so we're not going to be able to do that one, so we've got 4 dots. Interesting. Let's go west. I'm actually going to continue on going east here, I think. Go south. Oh, here we go, 4 dots. Yes, we can get through this door. Holding up the skull to the door begins to glow. Yeah, exactly the same. Yeah, skull crumbles. Okay. You walk through the entrance and into the small room. And in the far corner is a table, and resting on top is another human skull. This one has 3 dots on it, on its forehead. You have a strong feeling you'll be needing this to stash it in your backpack. Okay, so there's nothing else this way. So 3 dots. Where was the 3-dot door? It was this one, wasn't it? Okay, let's go check it out. Oh no, that's 5. Did we find a 3-dot door? 3 dots. Maybe that was earlier. I'm just going all over the place now. I'll go west here. Okay. Oh, is the maze different? than last time? Has it changed? What was south? Oh, the room's now empty, so he's gone. Let's keep on going south. What did we find? Oh, was this the 3.1? Ah, yes, here it is. Yes, 3 red dots. So, just in case you haven't realised, I have a terrible memory. I will not remember the details that we need to. Okay, we can get in this one though, and what we're going to change it to. Blah blah blah, yes, skull. Crumbles. 2.1, okay. Yes, so now we have the 2 dots. Alright. So, yeah, I think this maze has changed. It's different to it before, because we went up, there were like rooms up there before. Okay, well let's keep on going this way then. Oh no. Step into Cozy's looking room. Yeah, this is the D&D. Oh no. Okay, well we're going to be super cautious now. So we enter a room. Okay, so you enter the room with 5 wizards standing around a glowing yellow orb, performing arcane rituals, the storyteller says. There's a small round table with assorted bottles on it, a set of stone steps leading to the sinister darkness, and a large chasm in the far corner. Something deep in the chasm is causing it to glow. What do you do? We're going to climb the stairs. Oh, I know, climb the stairs, one of the figures shouts. Find yourself walking towards the stairs at the end of the room, the storyteller says. You walk to the base of the stairs. You can hear a strange moaning, crashing sound from far away. What now? So I do have the option to leave the room and explore somewhere else, but I feel like I need to get through this game. We're going to try. I'm concerned. I only have one resurrection. I've got one resurrection stone left. So we can, yeah, we'll do it. So two of the figures shout, climb the stairs and investigate. It's clearly excited by the outcome. Oh god, this is going to be bad, isn't it? You begin to climb the stairs as well, the storyteller says once more. The crashing, moaning sound is getting louder and louder. It sounds like someone has pushed a suit of armour down a mountain. You're surprised by an orc shouting loudly as it tumbles down the staircase. There's no time to react. You're hit square in the face by the orc's gigantic rear. The pair of you fall down the stairs graciously with a crash. You are squashed flat by the creature's huge bulk. Ah, I'm dead again! The figures around the table laugh at you and grimly realise this is the game has real life consequences and we die. Ah, that sucks! D&D keeps killing me! Okay, we got one more. This is our last chance! This is our last chance! Okay. Oh, we're going to be... Well, we'll just do the same thing. We can skip through this. And leave the room. Alright. Well, so let's examine this. Yeah, oh, here we go. Okay, I'm going to give him the skull. Why not? Okay, so yeah, all this is the same. So this is Mathos. We're going to give him... So, how many gold do we have? Gold. 46 gold. If I give him 30 gold pieces, that's nearly all my gold. Oh, we're going to die anyway, so let's just go to him. A wise and valuable choice for me, giggles Mathos, the cold mask frozen in perpetual grim. Mathos snatches the gold and imparts their knowledge. I hear the mighty Zagor has a chest of wonders that requires many keys to open. Yeah, so it's basically telling us the same thing. Did you find anything interesting in the maze so far? I'm going to give him the skull this time. I'm going to trust him. Reaching out to give the skull to Mathos, they savagely snatch it from your hands. Before you can protest, they pulled out a paintbrush and covered it in what appears to be red paint. Laughing with glee, they start painting the skull. Soon they are done and hand you the skull back to you. There you go. Now your skull has 5 dots on it. Haha, see if you can escape now. Sure enough, there are now 5 red dots on the skull. He returns to the seated position and starts to sing a tune. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna go north. So that maybe skipped a whole bunch of rooms. We only need to go into the 5 one without having to go through all the other ones first, I guess. That may have been a good thing to do then. So examine the pit. This time I've got much higher luck, so I might be able to get something useful from it. Yes, lucky. You notice something significant. The spikes and objects in the pit seem to shimmer unnaturally. You move your head fast enough and you can make out some kind of distortion, and for a brief moment the depth of the pit feels like a flat painting. Could this be some form of illusion? Throw a coin into the pit. As the coin is about to drop into the pit, a strange thing happens. It appears to rest in the air above the spikes. This pit must be an illusion. Okay. Putting one foot in front of another, you walk across the pit. To your amazement, your feet seem to rest on an invisible barrier, and you are easily able to reach the other side. There's nothing else for you in this room. Okay, so we just avoided the spike, I guess. Okay, we'll carry on north. Oh, not D&D again. What do we do? Oh man. What do I do? Do I give this one more go? I guess we give this one more go. If I fail this, it's game over. And I said I was going to end this series once this character dies. So this could be it for the series, and we move on to a new game. Let's examine the round table. Okay, the storyteller speaks up again and looks towards you. There are 3 bottles on the round table. There is a tall, thin bottle, short, round bottle, and a square bottle. Which one do you drink from? Oh man, how? There's no clues. Tall, thin, or short, round bottle, and a square bottle. I could just abandon it and try and find that. I'm going to get up and leave the room. This feels like some strange game they're playing. You conclude that it's unlikely ever to be popular, so you make your excuses and get up from the table. And the exit leads south. I don't know whether that's... I'm going to go south. We know this. Mathos is gone. Okay, go south. Okay, so I've avoided D&D. I've avoided the D&D, which killed me twice. I can't believe that. We need to find the door with the 5 dots. I think that's what we need to do. I wonder whether I could have got something really good if I'd have succeeded at that D&D game. Because we all know the aim of D&D is to win. Let's keep on going. Okay, 3 large red dots. We don't want the 3 door. We want the 5 door. Oh, go south, please. Keep going south. Here we go, 5 dots. Yes, this is the one. Hold up the skull, 5 dots painted on it. Nice. Holding up the skull to the door. Oh yeah, it's the same description. You walk through the entrance into a small room. In the far corner is a table, and resting on top is a large rolled up scroll. On inspection you notice that it has a red wax seal with a large 400 stamped into it. This must be the one the Maze Master asked you for earlier. Nice. Retrieve the 400 skulls. Skip to the end. You decide to make your way back to the Maze Master's room by heading west. Nice. So yeah, we did skip. I wonder whether I could have saved a lot of gold by just giving him 3 gold instead, because to give him a 3 gold or 30 gold didn't seem to make any difference. But maybe if we'd only given 3, he might not have painted all 5 dots on. Maybe he'd only painted a couple of dots on or something. Who knows? So you enter the large square room adorned with fully stocked bookshelves. The grey-haired old man finishes writing something on a large scroll and lays down his quill and looks up at you. You again? Do you have what I asked for? He inquires with the cock of his head. Yes, I do. You pull out the scroll from your pack. The Maze Master's eyes gleam and he takes it from your possession. You have done well, adventurer, he exclaims as he breaks the seal and unfurls the scroll. Your quest is over. Click to continue. He turns the scroll around and reads aloud the number 400, followed by the words, your quest is over. You're a little confused as your quest is far from over. You look rightfully confused, continues the Maze Master. Don't worry, the scroll is an old artifact that was created over 30 years ago. Many a young brave adventurer sought it and many perished. You will no doubt have come across their pitiful souls on your journey. I hear there is one called Oriana who has harvested these souls, but my guess is that you will have already met her. The Maze Master begins waving his hands in a circle, and a bright light engulfs you. You find yourself back in a tall pillared room with the intricate glass globe. It seems that Zagor's traps can be quite devious. Relieved to be free of the strange prison, you decide to continue your journey. Wow.